fun. We're having a lot of fun.
I'm so overstimulated I can hardly think.
Woohoo! So what we have here is the jamón ibérico. And you want to try it, Mom?
Certainly. Find a little piece here.
Yep, this is very, very, very traditional.
It's very, very, very good.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh my.
And I know I'll like it because I've had it before. And then we got to talk about this. So here we have Ribera de Duero. So basically, Mom, the Romanian Uber driver told me that he has been in Spain for 30 years and he likes the region of Ribera de Duero better than Rioja. And so this is the first we've tried it and we love it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't know if it's better than Rioja, but it's very, very, very good.
But this is what's really good.
Yeah, the meat.
And every time you get a little bowl of olives with what it is.
Just in case you didn't hear us, we got bull's tail croquetas, and we will try them.
Really is bull's mush.
Oh,
Croquetas.
man. Show it.
Look at. But
Yeah.
it doesn't taste bad. But
No,
boy, the
okay.
texture is just ground up really fine.
Yeah, I just think it's ground up really fine.
It's like pate.
Oh, that's why I don't really like it. I don't like the consistency of pate.
Yeah, I know you
Darn
don't.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, Mom, you get to eat it all then.
Oh, I'm not gonna eat
I tell you
all.
what, I'll have all the jamon, and you get to have all
No.
the.
We'll just end it. We'll end that right
No,
now.
that's not going to happen. Okay.
Well, these ruins have been dated from the last of the 7th century to the 6th century BC, and they're Phoenician. We've heard about Phoenicians and we've looked at Phoenician things, but this is a home that they built. Now, this is a Picasso art museum, but when they were digging to do renovations and to do this is what they found. Right here on this side is Phoenician.
Yeah, but hold on, we'll talk about that in a second. But basically, we came down here to the bottom level to use the facilities, and we were like, what the heck is all this stuff? And the security guard over here said that it's not advertised on the main brochure from upstairs, and basically people who go to the bathroom get to look at this.
Yes,
So
thank
we're starting
goodness.
here, because this to me is way more interesting. I love old civilizations. And so did you explain that they were doing renovations in the building up above? Like I think he said like
20
years ago, yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah, around the year 2000. And so anyway, so we got the Phoenicians. You said this is before, this is like 7 centuries before BC. And then over here, come on over here, Mom. We got this.
Okay, now this is a Roman construction, but it's later.
This was a fishery. They used this for salting fish.
Oh wow.
They said. So basically, these were basins, and then the fish that were caught were salted, and then they were packaged and brought to Rome from here.
But what did they do with this? It was right across it was feet away.
Yeah, I know.
This. Did they just think it was a hunk of rock?
Well, let's go see.
Yeah.
Oh, Phoenician home. This was a home.
I know it was a home, but did they know it was Phoenician? I mean, that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years difference.
I don't know. Should we ask the guard?
Like 1,000 years.
But he's got his Andalusian accent. I'm not understanding 100%, but the majority. Okay. Okay, so basically what he was saying is that the wall over there is part Roman wall, and then around it was an old Phoenician house. And they left it there because there were people living there. Because the Romans had a reputation of getting rid of things that were old, but they left it there because people were living there. So the middle part of that became the new part of the Roman wall, and right behind us is part of the Roman wall. And actually it's kind of cool because right up the street, at street level, if you walk a couple blocks, that's the Roman amphitheater.
All right, this is called an amphorae. It's where the early peoples stored maybe grain, but mostly wine. And in the wrecks along many coasts of the world, there are old ships that went down in bad weather or whatever. And so many of these have been found in the bottom of the ocean. Some you can there's little resin of wine left in them.
Wow.
From 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting. And you can see in the back there are 6 holes, and they were actually earthenware vessels built into the floor, and that's where they stored their grains. Well, I'm just going to read this. As interior rooms of one of the Phoenician towers belonging to the second line of the wall, built at the end of the 6th century BC, probably located by one of the city gates. Well, it reads, paved street for the entrance of carriages into Placido de los Condes de Buenavista. We talk about these ancient peoples, but look at the craftsmanship on these pieces of pottery from bowls or whatever, and their jewelry and whatever. It's intricate, it is well thought out, it's beautifully done, and it's 1,000 or so years old.
Here we are in front of the Picasso Museum, and we just went through it, and we weren't allowed to film inside of the museum part, so we'll just recap a little bit.
All right.
What was this building before it became the Picasso Museum?
What was originally was a palace for the King Juan Carlos.
And his wife.
Yes, and beautiful facility.
What we learn about Picasso is that he started out studying the old masters, and he actually went to the Prado here in Madrid, and he went to the Louvre. And
like most abstract cubists, whatever, they usually start out as traditional fundamentalist artists, and then along the way, their style changes. And of course, his did, big time.
Yeah, and it said in there that he and another artist began the art form of Cubism, and he wasn't 100% into surrealism, but he kind of helped start that movement. A lot of these paintings in here are ones that were donated from his family, but the one that is really, really, really worth seeing, and the one I love is the Guernica, which is in the Reina Sofia Museum up in Madrid, and I've seen that a couple times, and actually I studied that back in some of my Spanish classes back when I was in college. So when I was able to finally see it, it's a huge painting, and he did a really good job depicting the scene of the town of Guernica, which is in northern Spain, after the dictator allowed Hitler to practice bomb on that village in northern Spain. And so it was really, really telling and really moving and really well done.
Yes, very much.
We're at the Alcazaba de Malaga, which is a 11th century Moorish or Muslim. Yeah, it was a palace and it was a fortress, just at different times.
And in all of these buildings, there seemed to be more than one water feature, and they moved, so it was the sound of it also that was relaxing and soothing.
Yeah, yep. And the gardens are always beautiful, and all the archways are really, really pretty. And all around Spain, there are fortresses like this, and the most popular one is the Alhambra in Granada. It's the best preserved and biggest, and the most tourists go there, and it's really beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
But there's other ones too along the coast that people just don't visit because they don't really know about it, but a lot of them are still standing.
Yeah.
So they were here 700 years, the northern African Muslims, and
They certainly knew how to build buildings. They certainly knew how to carve and intricate designs. Again, I think we talked before that they didn't have any paintings or anything that would depict a human being or an animal. It was all geometrics. But it was done very, very well. It's a more casual atmosphere because it's by the ocean, by the beach, it's full beach. But it's also an ancient city.
yeah,
Downtown is all
pedestrian.
and all the roads are beautiful tile. It's lovely. It's a lovely
Yeah, and the
place.
beach here. And this morning I went for a walk on the boardwalk, and it was just absolutely beautiful. There's hundreds of people walking with me, and I love it. It's good. Okay, what else can we talk about?
I'm trying to.
The wine. Oh my gosh, you Spaniards, you do your wine so well. My gosh.
Well, the food is great. I just talked about shrimp. And the shrimp is wonderful.
Yeah, the seafood is wonderful.
A couple days of families coming, and then we'll be about something else. doing things as a family. So right
Yeah.
now we have,
And not doing what we just want to do.
yeah, now we have the
When we
freedom.
want to do it, how we want to do it.
Yep, we have the freedom to do whatever we want, whenever we want. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fun. But looking forward to the family coming down and
Absolutely.
joining us.
Absolutely. It'll
And
be a
they
good
are
time.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a countdown,
Yeah.
2 days.
I know.
1 day.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that Mom came along with me because I was going to do this alone, and she came along. I'm so very, very glad.
Yeah, it's
You're
been-
so fun.
Oh, thank you. You are too. So it's been a delight.
Yeah.
There's something special about doing something with your daughter. Mm-hmm. Just is. Enjoying all the sights and the new things and the food and everything together.
Yes, especially since you don't know what tomorrow brings.
Right. Yeah.
So you got to take advantage of the times that you can do stuff with your loved ones when you can.
Yep. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, so
No.
make the best use of today.
Right.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Ooh la la. Okay. Adios.